Assalamualaikum and welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Nida and I'm back with yet another video for all of you. I hope you all are doing well. I am doing alhamdulillah, tip top, A1, perfect and amazing. So guys, I know this video is not what you guys were expecting. I was supposed to be posting a vlog, and this is gonna kind of be a vlog because I'm mostly gonna be just talking here with you guys. But this is not the vlog that you were expecting, where I share my weekly stuff. But to be honest, I did not want to bore you with, because there was nothing much that I did over the week that was shareable or interesting for you guys. So I thought not to post whatever I recorded, because to be honest, it was really boring stuff and you guys would have been bored a lot. So I thought of doing something where it could actually benefit a lot of people, because a lot of my friends or my family members or like relatives and my followers and people that I've known at some point of my life have contacted me over the past 5 years to ask me about different stuff when they're planning a trip to Malaysia. So I thought, why not give this guidance and all those things that I have also learned over time, or maybe learned the hard way, or maybe, you know, I found out while actually looking into things for those people who asked me for those suggestions. So I compiled a list of stuff that I wanted to share with you guys, and today I'm just gonna be sharing those. If you're new to my channel, first of all, welcome. I hope you guys are liking whatever you're seeing. If you are, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, also hit that bell icon, so every time that I post a video you guys are notified. And apart from that, if you want me to do more such videos, then do share it, share your comment and all that in the comment section below. Other than that, just overall, what do you think of this video? Do let me know in the comment section, and also hit that like button for me. Thank you. Anyways, now let's just move on. The first thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that I get this question asked a lot about the weather of Malaysia. Guys, the weather of Malaysia is a little confusing. I know a lot of people don't know about what actually the weather is like in Malaysia, because I didn't. When I was coming to Malaysia, I thought that, because I came in November, and I thought, you know, it's really cold in November in Pakistan, especially in Islamabad. It's pretty cold. I was wearing sweaters and jackets and all that, but I thought that that's exactly what I'm going to be finding in Malaysia. So what I found out online was that it's not really cold in Malaysia. But I was like, okay, you know, it's not going to be that cold, but maybe I'll need a shawl or like a little a thin sweater or something. But when I landed in Malaysia, it was extremely hot, like extremely hot. As soon as I stepped out of the airport, I was like, what happened? Why is it so hot? So guys, yes, while you're planning your trip to Malaysia, keep this thing in mind, that all year round it's hot. There's no concept of winters in Malaysia. There's no snow, there's no cold winds, there's no breezy winds, nothing of that sort. You'll get a lot of rainfall, or you're gonna get a lot of sunshine. So these are the two things that you will get to see in Malaysia, either a lot of sunshine or a lot of rain. And with the rain, you can get a lot of thunderstorm and a lot of you know, lightning and all that. But other than that, you will only get this bright sun on your head. But when it rains, it gets a little cool, a little better, but then the humidity is right here. So the humidity rises so much that it becomes like, जैसा पाकिस्तान में अब सावन का महीना होता है, so it's like बहुत चिप आपको मौसम यहाँ पे मिलेगा. But by living in Malaysia for 5 years, I am used to this weather by now almost. And also you'll get air conditioner everywhere, in their houses, in the malls. The malls are actually really cold. Like when you go to watch a movie in Malaysia, you need to carry a sweater or like some like small blankie or something with you. So you'll find that the taxis have air cons, the grab cars have air cons, so everything will have an air con. Your hotel rooms will have an air con. But yeah, but if you're stepping outside, the story is a little different. So yes, my point number one is that the weather in Malaysia is hot and humid with a lot of rain and sunshine. Okay, now coming to point number two that I get asked a lot. What kind of clothes should people be bringing into Malaysia? As I just mentioned about the weather, so obviously you're going to be bringing in thin clothes. Like for Pakistanis, I would suggest bringing in lawn, because lawn is the best material. Other than that, cotton clothes and lawn clothes are something that I suggest, because they're like breezy, they're light, and वो बहुत like आपको हवा उसके through pass hoti hai in the materials ke through, especially lawn. So that's what I suggest to a lot of people. Even for Western wear, I do not recommend something that's too thick, like double layered, or something that's silk and all that, because as I said, it's extremely humid, and like when it's not humid, then it's hot. So it's either humid or it's hot. So in any case, it's not something that you should be, you know, fully layered up for. So bring as thin as possible wale jo kapde aapke ho sakte hain, whatever you can find that's good for like summers. So just bring any clothes that are breathable, that are comfortable, light in weight, and perfect for summers. Just carry those. For shoes, I personally recommend something that's more comfortable to walk in, because I'm sure you guys are not here just to travel in the cars or in the taxis and all that. So you will be doing a lot of walking as well. But make sure they're non-slippery, because as I said that it rains a lot, so there's a possibility that there's going to be a lot of water maybe somewhere and you could possibly slip. So to avoid that, get something that's non-slippery. And third thing, try to, like, I would suggest to keep open shoes, like something that if it starts raining and they get wet or anything, that's not an issue. So khulle jo joote hote hain, jo chappal type ya sandals, like sandals are preferable, like they're the best option in my opinion. Bring along an umbrella. An umbrella that's portable, that's easy to carry. You can, you know, just like, there are many cute kind of umbrellas now. You can actually buy one easily over here in Malaysia. So once you land into Malaysia, I would suggest the second thing that you're supposed to do is get an umbrella. I'll tell you guys the next thing, which would be the first thing to get when you land in Malaysia. But the second thing would be to get an umbrella, because as I said, it rains a lot and you never know when you need it. It's not like the weather is going to be predictable at all. You cannot predict the kind of weather it's going to be. Instead of turning on your mobile data, like roaming data or anything from your own country, I would recommend just getting a SIM card from Malaysia. So once you land at the airport and you're coming out, so basically there's kiosks while coming out till the train, which is going to take you to the customs and immigration. So before you get on that train, there's a whole line of kiosks where you can get a SIM card, and there's like a line of variety. You can get Maxes, there's Celcom, there's DG, there's U Mobile, etc, etc. I use Celcom, and I personally believe that Celcom is the best connection. We've tried DG, we've tried U Mobile, but I personally think that Celcom is the best connection. They have 3G, 4G signals everywhere. I have not had any major issues with it. Prices are pretty reasonable, and you get good connectivity and everything. So the reason that I suggest getting a SIM card with the data connection and everything is because it will actually make your traveling around more easier. So for example, if from the airport you need to get to your hotel, so there are many options. Number one option is you can basically book, while you're booking your hotel, you can also book an airport transfer, but I think it's a little expensive. Number two option is getting a taxi from outside. Like there's this on one level of the airport, there is this taxi stand kind of a thing where you can just go and get a taxi and it drops you off at your hotel or whatever your destination is. But I also think that's expensive. So the third option is getting a Grab car. Grab cars are actually very convenient and very reasonable, like as compared to a taxi. So I would just suggest you downloading the app GrabCar, and once you have your SIM, you can just register your number on there, and then you'll also have data. So you just use your data and book a car. The first thing is that GrabCar prices, like, they're pretty reasonable. The price will be fixed. You'll get a price once you're getting into the car. With a taxi, there are two things. Either they're gonna do like a metered thing or a fixed price thing. If they're doing a fixed price thing, they're gonna be super expensive. I've suffered actually. When I came to Malaysia, we were not aware of the Grab car or Uber. There used to be Uber back then. Here, we were not aware of that, and we've actually paid 40 ringgits, which is like a huge amount for a travel that was like done via Grab in 7 ringgits back then. So we used to, like, there were 2 to 3 times that we traveled back from Mid Valley Mall and back to our house, which we've later on paid 7 ringgits via the Grab car option. Or if it's like peak hours traffic, then I've paid 13 ringgits. But with the taxi, which the taxi guy, he just told us that, you know, he's gonna take 40 ringgits and that's it. And then also with the metered taxis, what they do is that they take you around the long route and they're gonna, you know, try to take out as much money from you. So personally, I would recommend and suggest to download the app Grab and just travel via using that app. Okay, so my next point is the currency. This point especially for the people who are traveling from Pakistan, because I don't really know about if you're traveling from any other country, but if you're traveling from Pakistan, please do not bring Pakistani rupees and do not bring Malaysian ringgit from Pakistan. Do not get them converted in Pakistan. Get dollars, US dollars, get your Pakistani rupees converted into US dollars and bring that. When you come to Malaysia, just keep like, maybe if you want to keep some ringgits, just keep like a little bit for your maybe for the travel from the airport to the hotel or whatever. Just keep like 100 ringgit or maybe 200 ringgits maximum, but other than that, bring dollars. And the first thing you should do is go to Mid Valley Mega Mall, the best place, and in their lower ground there are 2-3 money changer shops. Get your money exchanged from there, the dollars into ringgits. The best prices you'll get are from there. So that's another tip that I think was very useful, which we didn't initially know, but with time we learned this, and I think it was, अब तुम कोई भी आ रहा होता तो मैं यही suggest करती हूँ कि just bring along dollars instead of bringing along rupees or Malaysian ringgit from Pakistan. Okay, so to book your hotel, try Agoda, try booking.com, and the third is Airbnb. These three are your best friends, best buddies while looking to book for a hotel. But at times when, especially it's an off season, the websites of those hotels have some amazing deals going on which are not available on any of the other sites. This has actually happened that once or twice I've managed to get a cheaper price with the hotel directly than through these booking websites. So what I would recommend is that when you're trying to look for a good hotel and everything, look with all of the options and match the prices and then finalize, because at times you never know where you can get a good deal. And as far as Airbnb is concerned, that's better if you're traveling as a family and you need like a more open space, because Airbnb are more like apartments or condos and stuff like that. So over there you get more space, you get like instead of paying for like 2 extra rooms or something, Airbnb is a much better option in the case of you traveling along with family and you traveling for like a long period of time. So in these both cases, Airbnb is your best buddy. Okay, so my next point is something that's very crucially important, and I would recommend this to you guys for like if you're planning a trip anywhere in the world. Get something like this. So this is an adapter, however you pronounce that. Okay, so on one side you have these multiple plugs where you can plug in different kind of switches, and then on this side you have like these options where different socket options pop out. Like if you have one that needs to go in like this, and then there's an option, and then they have this option, and then there are like 4 or 5 options on the side. So basically how this is going to be helpful is that Malaysia has, especially for Malaysia, it has a socket that's not found in like any other country, I think. That's what I've read. So what happens is that you're always running around to look, you're not able to plug in your switches, your mobile chargers and all of that stuff in any of the plugins. So always carry such an adapter with you, and just buy one and keep it in your bag, and so wherever you go just plug it in and attach a extension maybe with it, carry a small extension with it, plug one of this in, plug in the extension, and then you know all your family or everybody around you, or you know you can just plug in all of your devices or whatever you need to charge or use or whatever. So this is something that I would highly recommend, and apart from me, like my husband would highly recommend, because he is the one who owns like number of such kind of things that come in handy while traveling. Another tip about the food. A lot of people ask me when they come to Malaysia, what should they be eating, what are the recommended restaurants and everything. So number one thing is that you can find Pakistani food easily over here. You can find Indian food that's as close to Pakistani food easily over here. But obviously when you're traveling out of Pakistan, you don't want to be just eating the same food that you left behind, because you're just here for another couple of days. So if you have adventurous taste buds, then definitely I would suggest trying out the local food. Now there are two kind of local foods. One is Malay food and one is Malaysian food. So Malay food is like local, authentic local Malay food, and Malaysian food is like a fusion of, like, it has Chinese in it, it has Indian food in it, it has Thai food in it, and Singaporean and Indonesian and all that. It's like a combination. So that's like Malaysian food. Just remember that you will have to be a little adventurous to really try their food, because it's an acquired taste, according to my opinion. Not everybody will love it, but you know, like, Malaysian food is very famous all over the world, and there's a reason that it's famous, because a lot of people do like it. But as again I mentioned, that you will need to be a little adventurous, and you'll need to have, like, it's an acquired taste, because not everybody is gonna love it. So if you plan on trying out the Malaysian food, it's not anywhere close to Pakistani food, so I would really recommend you to keep some you know, Imodium or Flagyl or any of those medicines with you that would help if you have a stomach ache or like a upset stomach or anything like that, because it's highly possible when you try out a food of a new place. It happens. It happened to me when I came to Malaysia. I tried out the food, even like the water could not suit you, the drinking water and everything. So it is highly recommended to keep these basic medicines, headache medicine and, you know, vomiting medicine and stomach ache medicine and upset stomach medicine and all these things with you while traveling, because you never know, you might need them immediately somewhere and you don't want to ruin your trip. You can just, like, if you have them with you, just take one and you're good to go. Also, I forgot to mention a huge point, and that is that when you're carrying your umbrella, well, as I said, that you're going to be needing your umbrella for the rain, and then if it's not raining, then you might need it for the sun, because it's super sunny. So there's another thing that you should be carrying with you at all times, and that's your sunscreen. Get a good sunscreen, because as I said, there's a lot of sunshine here, so you will definitely need a sunscreen, and a good one. And especially if you're planning on visiting Penang or Langkawi or Pangkor or any of the islands where you're going to be exposed directly to the sun, then definitely do get a good sunscreen. And वैसे तो I, you know, you guys know, I always recommend using a sunscreen, because it's extremely important. If you're a boy, if you're a girl, if you're a child, if you're an old person, whatever or whoever you are, do apply a sunscreen. It's very important. So yes guys, these were the basic points that I thought I should share with you guys before any of you are planning your trip to Malaysia. I hope you find these useful, helpful and informative, but let me know, as I said, in the comment section below if you want more such videos, or if you want to add any more suggestions or more tips and do's and don'ts while if somebody's planning their trip to Malaysia, then let me know in the comment section below. I will be looking forward to your comments, and thank you so much for watching, if you're still watching and not bored of me up till now. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys soon with my next video. I love you all. Take good care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.